Welcome to Steel Curtain Productions. Please hit the likes and subscribe down below in your right hand corner. Muchly appreciated as we try to build a strong community here. We've been doing this over a year, I believe. This channel, anyway, we review games of our famous Steelers here, and we go over and give you some insight into the play weekly and discuss the inside goings ons with the Steelers. So please share the video. Muchly would appreciate it. And if you come across the video, don't leave without hitting a subscription and the likes. I'd muchly appreciate that. And thank you to any of my followers. As the video states, this was a great win. Didn't expect this one. I projected us to lose this game in actuality because the Commanders tend to usually have pretty stifling defense that usually causes us some issue because they get the draft so well on their defense. So shocking surprise. I was kind of discouraged when I seen us behind in the fourth, but we came back and impressive win. And this was I really got to tip my hat off to the team for pulling this one together. I liked seeing the trade that they finally made for at least adding a pretty solid wide receiver, and he seemed to make a difference in the game as well. So that looked like a very valuable move and paid dividends in this game. So anyway, a very good showing for the Steelers. Great, very impressive win, especially where this is one I thought was a certainty that we'd lose, and then we have the Ravens next week, and we know now this point of the season we have a lot of tough divisional games, so this was exceptionally a needed victory, and I'm totally proud of them for it. Go Steelers, go! So we look at the scoreboard, 28-27, and like I said, it was a comeback. It looked like Washington was going to win this one. So first quarter, 7 apiece. Second quarter, add on 10 and 7 for Washington, and then in the third quarter, um, 10 and 7 again for Washington. And then the fourth quarter, we get 7 more. So 4 sevens. Beautiful consistency for sure. So that was definitely a wild game. We look at the yardage, great yardage numbers for the Steelers. Total yards, 312 to 242 for the Steelers. So just all the way with between dividing the passing yards and the running yards. Great total yardage. And then we look at passing yards, 195 to 202 in favor of Washington. So they're slightly ahead of us, not majorly. Rushing yards, this is where there's a big dividends. 140 for the Steelers, 60 for the Commanders. That's a big difference. Total plays, 75 to 59 for the Steelers. That's a big difference. Average yards per play, like I say, that's always a big important number as well. And this one was close, 4.2 to 4.1 for the Steelers. Then third down efficiency, 44 for the Steelers, 36 for the Commanders. Great numbers in the right areas. Now, penalty yards, this was where we got to smarten up. This has been a little bit of a nemesis for us. Our penalties, we got to get a grasp on those. 49 to 41 for the Steelers. And then something we don't normally do much of, turnovers. We got to watch this. 2 turnovers for us and 1 for the Commanders. Tackles, shockingly, but although, like I say, this is what I was driving at. I know the Commanders have a really stifling uh, defensive line. When you look at this team, they always draft well in defense, and look at the difference. Tackles 76 to 44, so they're nobody to grab a nap on. Sack yards lost 23 to 20. So we had some trouble there, barely. just slightly edging Washington. And then time of possession 36.11 to their 23 point something other, which I can't see the final number after the decimal there. But again, in our favor, and that's always crucial for victories. First quarter, we get at 8:33. Wilson, Russell Wilson pass and a deep right complete catch made by Pickens. And this was a beautiful pass for 16-yard touchdown. Boswell gets the extra point. Money in the bank with him. At 3:44, Eckler rushed right down in the end. 1 yard touchdown. Gonzalez gets the extra point. So you got a 7-7 tie. Second quarter, we get Russell Wilson passes, short right, complete catch made by Fryermouth. 3 yard touchdown. Boswell gets the extra point. 8:15, Gonzalez gets a 50-yard field goal attempt. So that's that. And at 16 seconds, rush left, tackle yard, and he gets a touchdown for as well on this. Just weird how they got that. That was at 4. Anyway, that made it 14-17 at 18. I think that's for the extra 2 points, I think. For the extra point, anyway. That's just a kick. All right. Just really weird how they broke this down in the stats. Not a very well run off stat box there. Anyway, third quarter came and Jay McNichols rushed up for middle with a 1 yard touchdown. Gonzalez gets the extra point. So they're ahead of us 20 by 10, 24-14 at that point. 8:06, Najee Harris rushes left, gets a touchdown, 1 yard. Boswell gets the extra point. So we're down to cutting the lead down from 24 to 21. Then Gonzalez at 2:55 gets 41-yard field goals. So that puts them ahead by 27-21. This is where I seen things when I was watching, and then you look at it wasn't looking good when I was checking in. At that point, it just did not look promising. I wasn't too thrilled. And then at 2:22, Russell Wilson makes the pass. Deep left, complete, made by Mike Williams, the man we trade for. 32-yard pass, touchdown. Boswell gets the extra point, 28-17. Wonderful job. What a wonderful display. And this kind of shows you the experience level of Russell Wilson is kicking in. He did have, the team did have a couple fumbles, but they band together, got a victory. So I'm kind of looking at these trades. Glad to see the Steelers make sure to take advantage of the trade deadline. I think it was muchly necessary once we got into the second half, where things are crucial if they want to make any type of run at, if they want to get into the playoffs, and then if they do, if they want to make any deep run in the playoffs, they had to address this just to put another weapon on the field, and they did. So that's good. Not necessarily who I was looking at, but we'll see. I don't know that much about this fellow, Williams, that much, but from the Jets, I believe it was, and we'll see. We'll see how he pans out. And so great on the Steelers. Then, like I say, we go into the next week. With having to play the Ravens, that's going to be a nightmare. That's going to be a tough game. That's going to be, and I just personally think they're a bit little. I think they're the strongest team in our division. To be honest, if I'm being honest, I have to say that. Just what I see, and so we're going to be going into Week 11 playing the Ravens, and then we got the Browns the following week, and the Bengals the following week. That's what I was saying. This is all divisional games. This is crucial games now. So, and Harbaugh is a great coach. We know that he's a great finishing coach. Can't say I have more than enough respect for him. So, and with Henry as a running back, this is going to be an interesting match. I would love to see us pull this off, but we're going to have to bust our butts, and the penalties have to be in control, and mistakes have to be. You cannot make mistakes against the Ravens. They'll make you pay. So with that saying, very proud that we won this week. We needed that extra win, and that helps things. Gives us a little bit of a cushion, but it's not that big of a cushion because now we go directly into the toughest part of the season for us. So yeah, go Steelers, go Steelers Nation. A1. Totally impressed with the whole great team effort of Najee Harris running the ball well. Um, Russell Wilson managing the ball well, and his receivers, with Pickens and the new, I keep forgetting, Mike something or other. I keep forgetting his name, but anyway, him, the two of them making and Fryermuth also made some nice catches in this game as well. So really spreading the ball around. That was a great job of that. And so yeah, Smith. Yeah, Smith. That's the fellow's name, Mike Smith. So good on those three. That's great job. Liked seeing what we did. And let's hope we can keep moving things. And it seems like we're always up for, we almost had a trick play there on special teams. Just the guy couldn't hold on to the ball. So I like seeing some of that stuff pulled out, and it's just creativity. And that can a lot of times win you games. So go Steelers, go. Way to go, Steelers. Proud of you for pulling that one off. It was an important one that you needed. And let's pray to God that we're healthy and play a solid game because we know we're playing probably our toughest competitor in the North. So we'll catch you in the next. Thank you for joining me. Seen it here at Steel Curtain Productions, and we will catch you in the Week 11 review of Steelers versus the Ravens. Thank you for joining me. God bless. Please like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. I muchly appreciate it.